There you go. Right, now we can start. So Vinicius, how have you been?
Well, I need organizated my strategies
Your strategies?
because I don't go control the time. I think the time is just more important in this moment. In the weekend, last weekend, I went to João Pessoa and visit my parents, my sister of my wife.
The sister of your wife would be, sorry, your sister-in-law.
Sister-in-law.
Yes.
Okay. My sister-in-law, and was very cool, very interesting. Was a party because she was birthday.
It was her birthday?
Yes.
Like
When I say
birthday?
no, she
Anniversary.
was birthday.
No, actually we say it was her birthday.
It was her birthday,
Yes.
and well, it's very interesting because the family of my wife is very funny and likes parties. And my family is more serious and don't have many parties.
I see. So you could say that your wife's family is very outgoing, right?
Outgoing?
Outgoing. They are social. They like to
Yes.
have parties.
Likes it. And the father and mother of my wife likes and participated
Yes, we can say participate.
all the parties. Big parties and small parties.
And party with
But my mother don't like, my father don't like. When I go, when I go in the place of my mother and my father,
Yes.
usually we talk and drink coffee, but poucas pessoas, few people,
Few people. Yes.
because it is different. My mother and my father is different of my father-in-law.
Yes. Your father and mother-in-law. Because they are your wife's father and mother. Now, you talk about how they are very outgoing, but your parents are the opposite. So, I think we could search or look up similar words for people who don't like parties. Let's start with that. I want you to look it up. What we call people that don't like parties, and let's see what shows up. Okay?
Just like children. Well, introversion.
Ah, introversion.
Introversion.
It comes from another word. Do you know what word it comes from?
Introversion, I understand. I think is a person
Mm.
that prefer things intimate,
Intimate.
intimate
Mhm.
that 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 other things, for example,
Mm.
parties and many very much noisy in the
Neighborhood.
neighborhood. We prefer calm places.
Quiet.
Quiet, eh?
Quiet.
Quiet.
Familiar places, right?
Yes.
So,
But I don't know other words.
what words?
Only
Which one?
I say that social anxiety.
Yeah, social anxiety.
Yes, but I think it's a disease.
It
I
is.
think because it's very dense.
It's when you have a condition that you cannot be in any place that has a lot of people. Otherwise, you get very anxious. What happens when you get anxious?
When I have anxious,
Yes, when you have anxiety, what happens to your body? How do you feel?
uh, have the heart is run,
Run?
their heart, but not run. The word is words better
Races?
races. Bate, eu não lembrei. Bate forte.
Pounds?
Pounds.
Yes.
The have people that suor. Have
Do you remember how to say it?
no
Sweat.
sweat.
Yes, like this.
And I think the answers
Mm.
prepare the body for the problem,
Yes.
but não é nem sempre,
Not always.
not always. The problem exists.
That's right.
Sometimes the problem is in the mind because the problems
Mm.
in the mind sometimes are
Graded?
for bad experience
Yes. From,
from
right?
bad experience.
If something bad happened and now you're anxious that it will happen again.
For example,
Ah,
when you are a child
yes.
and you have a problem with a dog,
Mm.
small, and you are adult,
Yes.
you can fear,
Yes.
and so you see the dog,
Any dog.
and
Yes.
you stay anxious.
That's right. Yeah. Yes.
You understand me?
Yes, completely. Because I have a friend that it's exactly the same thing. She was attacked by a dog when she was very little, and to this day she's super scared of dogs. Any dogs. It can be A tiny one, a big one, of course. But any dog, she will get frightened. Do you understand this word? Frightened?
Frightened?
Yes.
No.
Frightened.
Frightened.
Right. Let's see if I wrote it correctly. Not really. Frightened.
Frightened.
It's when we are scared, but way too much. Well, how can we translate to Portuguese? It's like morrendo de medo. So you get scared very, very, very much. You could say, I'm very frightened.
I know people have frightened.
Let's see the pronunciation. Frightened.
Frightened. But for me, is not possible. Why? Frightened. Don't have a problem. It's not a danger. Why? But it's complex
It is.
because you have other explains.
Explanations, right?
Explanations.
Yes.
I think.
No, I think you're right. And there's another thing. It's a human condition. I heard someplace that we get anxious in general of the future and of the unknown. Do you understand this word? Unknown?
I know.
Yes. Well, when something is known,
No.
it's something that we know about. But if it's something is unknown, it's something that we don't know. So for example, the future is unknown. We are not sure what will happen. We have vague ideas, but we cannot be sure. So a lot of people, including myself, are very scared of the future because it's unknown. Some people say that's because of our primitive instincts to survive. If, like in the Stone Age, do you understand Stone Age? When our colleagues, when humans got eaten or died from strange things like poison or strange animals, it helped us learn that the unknown can kill us. So it's better to be afraid, to stay safe. You understand?
I understand.
What do you think?
I agree. I think the need to survive.
Yes, they need to survive.
Need to survive. Make the human beings
Yes.
prepare mechanisms to survive.
That's right.
For example, when I see the animal, I think the animal can be a danger for me.
It may be
Then
dangerous.
I prepare.
Uh-huh.
If I can run, I run.
Yes.
If I need to fight, I fight.
That's right.
But in this moment,
Uh-huh.
the human being don't have time to desprepare. Despreparar.
It's very close. We say unprepared,
Unprepared.
like unknown.
Unprepared.
Yes.
And the stress and anxiety.
Anxiety, yes.
Stay for many times. I think the problem is this because we always prepare to fight
Yes.
and don't relax.
There
is a problem.
Yeah, there is a saying, we always prepare for the worst outcome. Do you understand? Worst. Worst is like bad, but the worst. Pior. Now, outcome. It's like the result. For example, if you study a lot, the outcome is you will get good grades, or if you work a lot, you get a lot of money. These are the outcomes, the results. But if you worry so much, you are always expecting the worst outcome, the worst possible thing to happen.
Yes. And my wife is different.
Oh, she is?
She is very difficult.
How so?
She is very optimist.
Ah, nice.
I have problems because I prepare and I need that she prepare too.
Yes, that's right.
Prepares too, but she is no problems. Have time in the future. Always resolve.
Yes, we'll figure it out.
Yes. I call her the Pollyanna. Do you know Pollyanna?
Not really. Who's
Pollyanna is a title of the book. In the past, Pollyanna a type of girl that is very optimist.
Ah.
And all the time she have problems, but never lost the hope.
Yes, hope,
but for me is impossible. Always. Well, I always have one model of view the situations,
okay.
and her saw of other models, other types,
Other ways.
I
see. But that's very interesting because you are the more cautious one, the one who thinks, no, we'll have to do this and that, we have to prepare, this will have to be like this, and she's just outgoing, right? But that's good. If you are too strict, you get anxious and you get bad humor.
But
There must be a
I
balance.
think in this situation, two types, and each one complete
The other.
the other. I think.
Yeah, that's right.
But sometimes I was tired because the situations for me are tense, and I was boring. No, preocupado.
Worried.
Worried.
Yes.
But in the business administration,
Yes.
the class, we study to plan, to act, to monitoring the actions. Monitoring is correct.
Monitorar?
Monitorar.
Let's check. Oh, this keyboard's not working very well.
Control. The control.
Yes, control. Control would do.
And control and is functions of the administrations.
Yes.
Here we study. Okay, we study.
Yes, you study.
We study these concepts, And when I say in the begun, the start
The start, that's
of
right.
this class,
Uh-huh.
I need new strategies
Mhm.
for situations.
Mm.
I buy the book,
Mm.
and I think it's interesting because I try
Yes.
read the book
Uh-huh.
and I use the pencil marca-texto
Marker.
marker.
Yes.
Then if I don't know the word,
Mm.
I
Cross.
I mark.
Yes.
When I finish the page,
Mm.
I observe that I know many words,
Mm.
and any words or some words.
Some words.
Some words I it's possible if I understand.
To figure it out.
Because when I read all the tests,
Mm-hmm.
some words I understand.
Even if you didn't know them.
Yes,
Ah.
I can study this technique in the when I prepare for the test, the
Test. Yes.
the master.
Mm.
When my teacher explain the techniques, for example, cramming, I think
Gramming.
in this technique we read the test and it's possible to understand
The message.
the message.
Ah, I
And
see.
if it is see, some word, if some word
Unknown.
unknown in the context, we can understand the test. Okay.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's pretty good because the more you read and the more words that you don't know, but you still can understand, the more words you learn.
Yes.
And next time,
And well, I and when I finish the page
yes,
in the book, in this moment I read. I stay read.
come again.
Estou lendo. Stay reading.
I'm still reading.
Still reading.
Yes.
Frankenstein.
Yes.
Frankenstein. In the Frankenstein book, the test in English is in one page.
Uh-huh.
In the other page, the translate, Portuguese translate. In this book, the translate are in the finish of the book.
Also, the translation is not on the next page.
Yes.
It's by the end.
Here.
Ah.
Here in English. In the book Frankenstein, here is Portuguese. Aliás, no. Here is English.
The original.
Here in Portuguese.
Translation.
The translation is practice. It's very practical. Practical. Because when I have doubts, I can see the other page and have the
answer.
The answer of my doubts.
That's weird because I thought every bilingual book was like this. one page in English and the other, or one page in one language and the other in the other language.
Here, all in the Finnish.
Yes,
But
in the end, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And the spirits for me is interesting. In this other thing that happens today, the research or the Chinese
Researchers.
researchers, but is what
Então, so, sorry,
research.
just one researcher.
Research. Wrote me, and saw and said that the letter invitation had a problem. The name, her name
Her name.
was wrong. Then I need more information, and I can talk with her,
Yes.
and I think the well, not student, but the researcher is interesting people, because I will show you one part of the talk. I like it, the form that he scribed.
Rice.
Rice.
Yes.
For me, it's very interesting. I will use the Google Translator because I don't have security.
Yes, you could say that you are not very secure of yourself.
And then I ask you, are the bags already packed? Sure, where to go? I want to and put the
emoji.
Then I show the informations of the weather, Napoli, and so we will have hot days. And he answered.
Yeah, answer. Was it a he or a she? He, alright.
It's me. I don't remember the name now, but is a Chinese, a man Chinese
Male, right?
male.
Yes.
In this moment, he said that probably he will have summer all the time.
She figured it out.
Yes. I think the person is very, the name in Chinese is the
What do we call this?
Ni Qingdong.
Ni Qingdong. I see. So he said that it was somewhere in China as well?
I think in this moment, I don't know. China is north.
Yes.
North. I think in this moment there was autumn.
Autumn?
I think because here is spring.
In the whole Brazil?
Yes. The Brazil here, the spring starting 33, I think, 30 September. September
30,
2023.
23rd September. It can be both ways, but you're right. September
3.
23rd. Yes. Could you do me a favor? Could you look it up? What season it's now on China? No, look here.
Here.
Yes.
We have problem on the letter A, letter O.
Yeah, unfortunately, not only O, N as well, and sometimes P. Unfortunately, it's a very old notebook. It's not even mine. It's from my cousin. When I was doing my thesis, my TCC, my computer broke, so I couldn't write for a while. And they were very generous. They sent me this old computer so I could finish my work. Everything worked out great. But sometimes,
If you use one external
do you remember how to say teclado in English?
no, I don't remember.
You say keyboard,
Keyboard, okay.
like this. Keyboard.
Here has one in some place because the equipments changed for new equipments.
Oh, they were changed for newer ones.
Yes.
Ah,
Yeah. One place to have
an old
keyboard.
See, but no problem. You could look it up on my phone. So, do you already know what you're going to type?
Season in China.
Yes.
In China now, apareceu não aqui. Autumn.
Ah, so you're right.
Yes. China is currently in autumn,
Mhm.
which lasts from September to October.
Mhm.
Generally speaking, most parts of China have distinct four seasons. Spring is from March to May. Summer is from June to August.
Mm,
The information is correct
that's right.
because they changed the season